All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you guys are tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. So, today in this one, we'll talk about how we were able to make 2,600 bucks trading a few stocks here in just about 2 hours today. So, before we jump into it, let's make sure to just address our disclaimer because a lot of people sometimes they forget that day trading and what we do here in this field is very risky business. Guys, 8 out of 10 small businesses fail within the first 3 years in the United States of America. Business is risky and trading is a business. In fact, in this field, they say 9 out of 10 traders fail. And even if you're someone who's a student of mine, it's still not guaranteed, right? We like to think that with our system, you can stand more of a chance, but it's still not guaranteed, right? I mean, because that's just how hard it is. It's very difficult. It's very tricky. It's not easy at all. In fact, it's the hardest thing that I've had to ever learn how to do and that I continue to do on a daily basis. It can be like mental torture, psychological warfare. So keep in mind that if you're new, even if you've been around and you're quite not where you need to be in terms of that consistency, guys, use the paper trading simulators. That's what I did in the beginning. Use a small amount of share size, a small amount of cash. Give yourself longevity as you go through the learning curve. Other than that, remember the live streams, the recaps that I'm doing here every day. It's never a reason to try and just copy trade. To say, hey, Relentless Trader was buying this stock, I'm going to go try to buy that stock. Madness. That is the quickest way to lose money and blow up accounts. It's about learning how to do a strategy for yourself and not just blindly follow and copy trade. That's, guys, that stuff. If it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to, especially with this type of style where we're in and out within seconds. I don't know what other people do in other communities where they're trading for months and swing trading. I don't know about that stuff, but in this particular field, we're in and out within seconds. It's impossible. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. So again, be careful. I will never message you first. There's a lot of fake accounts out there, a lot of impersonators. I do not do mirror trading, copy trading, options trading. I will never entertain any conversations like that. I will never send you any screenshots of profits. Be careful. There's a lot of fake accounts out there. Stay safe. And with that being said, let's continue with the recap. So we traded stocks CLRO, right? Ticker symbol CLRO, RGLS, HOLO, and a few others. Uh, as usual, we found these stocks utilizing the Momo Pro scanner. I did compile my watch list pretty early. HOLO was a stock that did hit the stream at the time. But in terms of the watch list, when we come down here to the discovery section, we enlarge. I can utilize my filter, being that it's a little later into the day, to get that tighter look. Again, CLRO, RGLS, and so forth, right? SGLY. A lot of these stocks were the stocks that I looked at and traded today. If you guys do want to check this out, the link is down below. You can utilize code Relentless for 25% off. Good platform. The stream, aka Hive Days momentum scanner, could use some work. Needs a little bit, a little better filter system, and it's going to be perfect. But other than that, yeah, decent platform. So coming into the stocks we traded today, there's three of them are like small losses. The other three are pretty big gains. So we're gonna focus on these three, starting with HOLO, and then we'll work our way up. HOLO is a famous stock by now. I mean, a lot of traders in our community have their like biggest days on this one, and maybe best performing stock. It's been giving opportunities for so long now. At this point, day after day, it would seem like. But HOLO started off around 10:25, really started to gain volume, and around 10:30 we had this pullback right here. The 1 minute candle made the new high off this bull flag. This is the pattern that we had going up. Nice bull flag right there. And as the 1 minute candle made the new high, we started to move. And from there, from 535, it pushed up to 577. Baby pullback in here, low of 50, then rips up here, getting up to 611, dips again. Actually, did we dip first? I think we did. Okay, I think we dipped and we got up to the 96, dipped and then ripped, right? So it was more so like this. After this move up, pulled back, and then continued. And I believe it was halted up right here. Out of the resumption, it got a little choppy. But I considered this right here a bit of a bear flag. Some people might not look at it in that way, but nevertheless, it was a high consolidation off of a pullback. And we had some resistance around 630. Once it got over 630, it erupted right here. And I did well in this area here as well. Over 31. It pushed all the way to 81. High of day was at 69. So even over high of day, it continued a little more. I was hoping we could get some sort of a quick flag and then the next move up. But that just was not the case right here. Had trouble. And from there, you can see it never was really able to get back to those highs. Coming up here, flushing out hard. I left out by this time, but you know, that was essentially HOLO. Again, starting off with a bull flag and then pushing up higher. So if let's see, between 30 and like 45 is where we got most of the trades if we come over to the log. I believe between 30 and 45. Sometimes you have to pull up the video so you can get the full recollection, right? The memory. Right now my memory is pretty vague of what happened, so I kind of have to come back here, or the see in around 20, I'm not even trading it around 20. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Finally, 38. 38, we got some trades. Let's see what other timestamps. 45. So 38 and 45. So 38 was the resumption, and then 45. Let me go back to the video. I thought I had trades earlier than that. Let me see. Did I? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I thought I did. Opportunity will always cost you. You know, that's part of the thing. But anyhow, regardless, if I was looking at it here, this is a setup I would have been looking at. The volume was a little lighter, but you know, we gained volume on the push before we got into the halt. That was HOLO. Moving on to the next stock, RGLS, $800 in this one. And let's see, around 11, I believe around 11 is where I got involved on this one. That would make the most sense. Perhaps the open as well. Maybe the open as well. Let's double check. Yeah, RGLS into the open. Small size initially. And then we sized up. Sized up again here. This was a nice trade at 31 in at 9:31 a.m. for me, in at 258 out at 70. It's a pretty big trade here. 9:31. So we had a high of 64, which we did see that I took some trades. There's a pullback here. Low of 53. So this is a great entry for me. I'm in here 58, not bad, versus the lows, right? And then it rips all the way to 70, which was the high of this candle was 80. So that's not bad. Then from there we dip down. What's the low? 65. And this is at 32. Let's see. At 31, I'm back in 62. Small gain. In at 62, out at 61. At 30 is still not 32 yet. 66 out at 69. It seems like it was on the incline here. 32, in at 73, out at 81. So scalping this candle here aggressively. And we got up to a high of 98. And then I think it got a little like crazy. So between, yeah, so after here, I kind of like tried to ease off a little bit. In at 95, out at 92 for a loss. In at 93, out at 95, small gain. Well, it looked like I took size here. Oh, wait. Or maybe not. It's just one so long. Oh my gosh. Got filled 95, like half, if I had to guess. And the other half, 87. All within, okay, no. This was two positions. Oh, 30, I don't know. I have no idea. I'd have to go back and watch. Oh, we can go back. Okay, let's go back and watch this one. 33, 26. Let's go back and watch this. 33. Okay, I gotta bring the volume down. I think it's that trade. This, hold up, is it that one or the next one? It's one of these trades here. Let's see. All of this is me, I think, trying for break of $3. Did it happen already? Oh, I went short? What happened? Okay, tried to go short. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay. Makes a lot more sense. So I tried to go short at 92, but I'm like late to buy short. So I cover and then I bought back for the breakout, which is going to be good. So I'm guessing that's going to happen right here. I should be buying back the moment this starts to come back up. Okay, I covered. Gosh. If I'm going to be going short, I need to be quicker than that. But it starts to curl, so right here I'm going to just jump back in, I think. 82 by 80. And this is how these stocks are moving right now. Just weird, man. Like, look at this weird, just, it's like stuttering and up and down and just a mess to trade, man. Just difficult price action. But anyhow, RGLS, we got up there. It was showing some weird wicks. We got up to 3. We didn't quite break over 3. We pulled back right here. I did look away at this point where we had these lows, higher lows, and then 1 minute candle making a new high over 78. This pushed up to 86, 95, and then it tried at 3. I think we got the 312 here, not 320. From there, sold off, and then huge red to green later around 11:16. I don't know if I traded it here. Oh my gosh, no, I did not. I left. Oh, that sucks. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. So it got over 310. I don't know if these wicks are real. Well, this wick had to have been real at this point. 46, huge dip down to 280, and then a rip to 379. Could I have added another $1,000 in this area here? Perhaps. I think the answer is yes. Of course, I could have been here and been flat. I could have made more than 1,000. I could have lost. But I'd like to think I could have made money here. RGLS, I already left out at that point. You guys will see here, I finished up at 57. And I left out like right after that too, so I didn't really get to see much else. And then the last stock of the day, CLRO. A bit of I was getting frustrated with this thing, man. But it's always why, it's a good testament. You got to keep your cool. You got to stay locked in. You got to stay focused even when you start to feel a kind of way, but there's no place for feelings, right? And I'm gonna say feel. We feel a little too much at times, but it's part of our DNA. But how do we combat this for a feel that requires us to essentially be like robots? So I get frustrated in the moment, but then I remind myself to not get frustrated. And I talk to myself here all day long. Hey, calm down, relax. Like whatever. I keep telling, and you guys will see me on the YouTube stream. It's like some people might say, "Let's look at this guy. He's a mess." Like, but you got to do whatever it is that works for you to make you stay calm, cool, and sane. So for me, it's talking myself through. Because again, trading is a lonely field. Forget the live stream. I'm not even looking at comments or anything like that. So it's like it's just me in the moment. I'm the boss here. I'm the CEO. I gotta keep making these decisions. So it's like, hey, stay cool, stay calm, keep watching, keep focusing on that next entry. Whatever it takes for you to be successful, guys. Even if it means you're talking to yourself like a crazy person in front of 700 people because that's what you have to do to stay locked in. I'd be foolish to not do that if that's what I know helps me, right? So In terms of the technicals for CLRO, started in after hours yesterday, pushed up here today, or let's say it held up its level. It's kind of sold off a bit, but was sideways for the most part. Coming into the open, we're looking for that red to green. We start off with sideways chop right here, and then finally it broke out, and we ripped over the high. You know, kind of like a, I think some people even call this like the opening range move, and you can kind of, you know, have the pre-market chart be involved depending on how the pattern is looking. But the we're in a range, we're in a consolidation, and then we break out of it. And some people love these entries because, you know, they can risk the lows, or maybe they can risk somewhere here in the middle. And the moment we get the new high, you know, they're buying these areas. I don't hold longer, but just sometimes what people do when they're holding longer, depending on the style, the strategy, stuff like that. But for me, I'm in scalping, in out on this candle going up. So the moment we're getting over 72 and 76, let me see it. 937. Was I on this one already? I think I was. 937. No, still RGLS. I didn't come till 39, so I was trading the other one. You know, again, sometimes you kind of come late. But this is a sweet move, man. Like, sometimes I'll say I'm watching that area. It's my memory's off. But if I was to be here on time, best believe I'd been watching this area. But anyhow, it's 38, 39. Dang, I was late, man. 39. Jeez, I kind of missed two sweet candles. Anyhow, there's a baby pullback here, right, in terms of patterns that we're looking for. For reference to the patterns, you guys can check out the classes, right? You don't have to be a member or pay anything to just at least see the curriculum. So if you guys go down in the links below, you know, Merciless Markets, MMU, that's the day trading course that I have. Chapter 24 is where we have all the patterns showing as reference here, right? So from the bull flag all the way down, and some of you guys might say, hey, Relentless, you know, a lot of these patterns, for example, the 3-bar play, the W, right, the ABC, or let's say the ABCD, the bull flag. Hey, Relentless, these patterns are famous patterns everywhere. What makes, you know, what you're doing here different from other people? Well, guys, instead of buying, again, instead of, like, you know, buying and holding for 5-10 minutes to try and let this thing go all the way up here, I'm buying and selling hundreds of times. And so at 39, once I pull up on the scene and I see that we went from 91 down to 85, I start throwing out some orders to see what this thing wants to do. Can we continue up there to $2? And guess what? It does. And then from here we drop, we get a pullback, low of 87. The 1-minute candle then makes the new high right here. And we retest 2, we get to 205. I made like 300, 400 bucks here. And I was throwing out some shares on this at the height of this candle. So let's look at that, which was at 41. We can look at 39, 41 area. So I'm in again. So we had that move up. We pulled back. Then there's 894 area. So I'm trying again, right? I'm in at 96, out at 99, in at 95, 96, out at 2. Now it looks like it's getting over 2, so I'm going to try 01. Not quite, small loss. It dips down here, right? So that was the first time it came up. Now it dips down, I'm back in 93. Small gain, 2 cent gain. This trade I sold too soon. I think I said that on the stream. One of these trades I sold too soon. I needed to hold it longer. I could have gotten 97 exit. But anyhows, scratch trades. Small winner here in at 89, 50, out at 94, 93, back in at 95, out at 97, in at 99, out at 01. And right here is where I started taking size because I'm like, yes, here we go. This thing's about to move. So this is where we got back over 2 the second time right here when the 1-minute candle made the new high. And you guys can see I'm in 7,000 shares. Man, I don't know. The moment I bought this, man, I don't know. I just, like, you know, the way how it was looking, it had to look. In my mind, I was already seeing, 10, 15, 20. And I'm there like, where's the move? Where's the move? Nothing happening. I'm like, oh, I gotta cut this thing, man. And it's only a 4 second trade total, but in my mind, like, everything happens so fast with this style of trading that me being in here, and it's not because of the size, but again, it's a prime position, nothing is happening. Where's this rip over 5, or maybe 04 was the height that time? Nothing happening. I'm like, man, let me just cut this thing. I cut it and I try again. It didn't go. I try again. Right here, I'm like, okay, third try is the charm. In it 2, adding it 4, nothing. And just disappointing, man. It sold off from there. I mean, I tried with size, but maybe I, could have eased off a little sooner. And then we started trading RGLS again when that one had curled up. So where we really did well on this one was when it made this move over here. So we pushed up, sold off, right here is where we sold off. And I think I bought that 88 position. It was like right here. But it kept selling off. We kept it tight. And then it curled back up. And I think we did well here. And then here. So between 10 and 10:16, and then 9:55 and 10 a.m. So this is like 10 and 10:15. Oh, okay, maybe a little later, right here. Time, yeah, 10:09. So right here we started trying again, and you guys can see I'm very, very active in and out. Like these are the trades that add up quickly, right? Like right here. So we're in at 5, we're out at 9, 12, we're in at 10, 11, we're out at 6, like 2:11. There's people who might be listening, so it might not make any sense, but we're in at 2:11. I'm skipping the first number, but we're in at 2:11. We're out at 2:16, and we're looking to ranks and repeat some scratch trades in there. It does break the highs eventually in at 22 out of 24, in at 225, out at 228 and 226. I held this position here a little longer, expecting a bigger move. It didn't happen right away. It dips down to 23. And this was another trade that I needed to hold, I think, for a little longer. But anyhow, it went without me. And, these small trades are adding up over time, right? These small trades will, of course, have some losers here and there. But these small scalps are adding up over time. And, some people might not like it. Some people like myself might love it. But at the end of the day, nobody can argue with this result right here, right? So Relentless Trader was able to get it done today. Does that mean it was easy? Of course not. It's always difficult. I wish it was easy. I wish it was easy, man, but that's make believe, Nothing extraordinary is ever easy. You have to expect some sort of resistance, some sort of kickback. And so, we got to push forward. Once we get to heaven, then it'll all be easy and it'll be so beautiful. That'll be a good time. But, for now, we got to push forward, man. This life could be very different, but things are so strange, man. People are people. People are greedy, and so the system is set up in a very, very serious kind of way. It's pretty wild, man. But as long as we can get by, you know, as long as we can get by in this world. I'm thinking like just outside of trading at this point, but yeah, these gains definitely can help out. I mean, when it comes to like translating this stuff to your personal life, your financial life, ultimately this is great money. So none of us in the team house, none of us are complaining. We're very grateful. This kind of money is it's extraordinary to make in this amount of time when compared to like the average jobs out there. So we're very grateful, and we'll look forward to coming back again tomorrow. Can we see a little something from the market? So stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader. A 10-minute recap turned 25 minutes. Classic. Stay safe, stay green. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Check out those links down below. Deuces.